everybody doing? Alright, so this is the first Friday of the summer. Is that not crazy? It's really, really crazy. I feel like spring was like 2 weeks long. I feel like summer is going to be like 3 weeks long, and then the next thing you know, it's going to be Christmas. Crazy, right? Okay, so I am Brenda, and I am here for Fancy Friday. And before we talk about what Fancy Friday is, I have a few hellos I need to make. First one, the most important, is my daddy. He has not been doing well. He has been in the hospital, but he is home now. Hi, Daddy. I love you. Hopefully you're in your recliner and not in your bed. And he has had nurses come and see him, so I miss you, Daddy. But Fancy Friday is my love for my dad. It's a labor of love for him, and he watches every time, and he is my biggest fan. Hello, Judy. I love you. She is his wife, and she always makes sure that he's able to watch it. Hello, Aunt Donna. Hello, Lisa, my best friend. They are my biggest fans, and I need to say hello. Alright, so let's go on to Fancy Friday, shall we? Alright, so Fancy Friday is really a very simple concept. And I'll tell you how it started. Back in 2020, I realized that I missed dressing up. And I was kind of sad about it, and then I realized I could still dress up. Maybe I couldn't go out, but I could still dress up. So I went to my closet and I looked through my clothes, and I realized I had a ton of fancy clothes, ball gowns, etc., that still had their tags on them. So even though I had those clothes, I wasn't using them. And I decided, hey, it's 2020, anything goes at this point. So let's start every Friday getting dressed up, and let's have a Fancy Friday. And it's kind of evolved because for me, it's not just about clothes. I want everybody to realize that you have things in your house that you're not using, and you have limited yourself because you think that you can only use those things at certain times or for certain people. We all have something, right? China, tablecloths, linens, candles, clothes, where we think we should not use those things unless we have guests, the perfect guest, or if we have a celebration, the perfect celebration. It's all around somebody else, or it's around a different time that is not now, okay? And you have these things that make you smile, and you're not using them. And you're not using them because somebody somewhere has told you that even though they're yours, and even though you love them, and even though they make you smile, you can't use them just for every day. And that's a lie. You can. You can use them whenever you want to. In fact, it's a really good idea to get a lot of use out of them, okay? I'm not saying, to use them to the point where you can't tell what they are anymore, but I mean, in the terms of candles, light them, let them get to the bottom, smell that smell that you love. They're so pretty and they smell so good. Use them. You can buy other candles for when you have people come over and use them then. Your china, you love that china, you bought that china, or somebody bought it for you because you love the pattern and it's sitting in a box, because you can't just use them for every day. Who uses china for hamburgers and hot dogs? You can. You do. Do it, okay? And you're going to find that everything kind of changes around you when you realize that you have the power to use what you want when you want it. So I hope as you listen to me, you'll start realizing that you can do things a little bit different than you thought you could, and you can get some beautiful use out of things and smile while you're using them. Alright, so would you like to see my outfit today? Because it is summer now, and our first Friday in summer, this skirt always makes me think of summer. It makes me think of spring too, but there's something about it that always makes me think summer. If I could have a dress that just looked like this, I would be in heaven. I never know what shirt to wear with it, but the skirt itself, oh my goodness. There's just something about it. When I bought it and I saw it, it's like a big butterfly that just goes around me. Is this not beautiful? If you've watched since the beginning or for a while, you have seen this before, okay? But there's just something beautiful about it. You can wear your ballet slippers. You can wear heels. You can wear flip-flops. Ah! Oh my gosh, I don't think you can see the cat. Oh my God, Oliver. He's down there and he just pulled it. And I thought he was going to pull it off. Oh my gosh. I was trying to figure out what in the world was being pulled off. Yeah, it's just Oliver. So that's a skirt that I plan to get tons of use out of because every time I wear it, it just makes me feel beautiful and it makes me smile. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about my favorite things, and usually I talk about two favorite things, and usually one of them is a book. The problem is I don't have the book with me. I had to return it to the library because there was another hold on it, and so I don't have it in person. But it is called James, and it is by Percival Everett, and it is an amazing book. It's probably in my top 5. It was a hard book to read, but easy writing, and I finished it in one day. It was so good. It was not a mystery. I wasn't reading to see what happened, but I really would like to read more, okay? So it's a retelling of Huck Finn, okay? But what it is it's a retelling and told by Jim, the slave. And that's what makes it a hard read, because it's not this cutesy little book. It's real life, okay? It's about slavery. It's about a person who is a slave, and it's hard to read about, okay? But I think it's a good book to read and think about, okay? It's not a depressing book, not really. It can be. Now, at the top of the book is like an advertisement for, somebody's reviews, and it says something about hilariously funny. I didn't find anything hilariously funny about this book. There were a few things that I kind of chuckled at, but nothing that I would look at that book and go, this is hilariously funny. Okay? Now, one of the things that first starts is that Jim is a slave, and he finds out he's being sold, and he runs away. And there is an island there, and he runs to that island. And Huck is a boy, and he has also run away because his father beats him. And he's also on that island. And he does not understand why Jim is so upset, because Jim now realizes that not only is there a price on his head for running away, but now there's a price on his head for kidnapping, because everybody is going to think that he kidnapped Huck. And that's kind of the whole thing throughout the book, that anything that happens, it's going to be the slave's fault. It's going to be him. He's going to be the one that's going to pay for it with his life. And he's used to that, and he knows how that is, the hierarchy of everything. And while it sounds really depressing, the way it's written, it's really not. It's raw and it's honest, but it's a really good story. And it functions a lot around Hannibal, if you know anything about Huck Finn, which is kind of funny because I went to high school in a small little town right over the Mississippi, in Illinois, right over the Mississippi from Hannibal. I know a lot about Hannibal. And the funny thing is I've never read any of the Mark Twain books. I know a lot about him because of the tourist area of Hannibal, Huck Finn, Mark Twain, all that. But I don't think I read them. If I did, I don't remember. Anyway, like I said, I highly recommend the book. It was a really fast read. The person who wrote it they're just a wonderful author. They write really well, and it just flows. And that was a book that I just picked up, and I just kept reading and kept reading and kept reading. Hardly put it down, just because it was a good book to read. Okay, and you see how he goes through. He's trying to find a way to make money to then go back and buy his wife and his daughter, because he had to leave them behind, and everything that he goes through. And so, if you can, get the book and let me know what you think. Hopefully you don't find it depressing. Alright, I talked enough about that, didn't I? Sorry, this is going to be a long one today. Alright, so this right here is called a TubShroom, okay? And I believe this one was gotten off Amazon, but you can find them all kinds of places. I only wash my hair once a week, and because of that, I have a lot of hair that gathers in the tub. And this fits into the drain of the tub, and you push it down in there, and then after you've washed your hair and you pull it out, you're going to be amazed at all the hair that is caught around there. I have so much hair that gets in there, and otherwise it's going to be down your drain. And then I have another product for that too, but you really don't want that to be down there. And so this works extremely, extremely well. Very simple product called TubShroom. Just take it, push it down, and I don't use it all the time, but you can. I just know that I need to put it in there when I'm going to be washing my hair, because I've got a lot of shedding that's going to happen. A normal shower, I take really short showers. Normal shower, less than 5 minutes. I don't need it, but I do keep it in the tub. So that is my second favorite product for today. Alrighty, so this is the end of my Fancy Friday. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Friday and an even more amazing weekend. And I hope you come back this next Friday. I'll see you then. And goodbye, Daddy. I love you so much. I hope that you are feeling better. I hate to know that you're sick, and I wish I could be there by your side. Judy, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking care of my daddy and loving my family. And Aunt Donna, thank you for being my aunt. And Lisa, thank you for being my best friend. And thank you all for being my best fans ever. And if you watch all the time, just let me know. I'll say hi to you too. And bye. Have a happy Friday.